So here is the second free lunch, and this is what I call a multi-technique, because I combine several different techniques: slides, tapping, sweep picking, legato. But you could also see it as a longer lick where you can divide it up and make use of these individual chops that I put together here. But let's get into it. Let me show you the techniques, and then let's talk a little bit about how we can use this in real life. The first thing I do is I play a D minor arpeggio, D minor 7. And I started from the G string. I play sort of a economy picking kind of idea here. I play up, down, 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 hammer on, pull offs, and then up again, up, pull off, up, down. And then I go into the tapping lick. But this also combined with the tapping can be used in the same place, same spot if you improvise. So 5, 7 on the G string using index and ring finger, and then 6 on the B string, and then index finger on the 6 on the 6th fret with the long finger, and then 5 here on the high E string, and I hammer on with my ring and little finger to 8 and 10 and pull off again. Go back to 6 on the B and 7 on the G, pulling off to 5. Then I use my ring finger again here on the D string 7th fret, and then the little finger 8th fret on the A string. And here actually it makes sense to pull off, because then I'm gonna hammer on and do some quite advanced tapping here in just playing a tapping triad. So I'm back here on the 5th fret on the A string and hammer on back to the 8th. So I hammer on here, and then I tap the 12th and 17th fret on the A string, and I keep the pick here, and I tap with the long and little finger. And then I skip both the D and G string and hammer on to the B string with my fretting hand 6th and 10th fret. And then I tap again with the same two fingers, but this time on the 15th and 18th fret on the B string. And then I use my little finger to just do a hammer on here on the 17th fret high E string. Hammer on again on 18 and 15, and pull off back again to the fretting hand 10, 6. Going back here on the 17th, 12th with the tapping on the A string, and pull off to from 8 to 5. And from when I'm down here to the 5th fret again, I slide up into the 8th fret and hammer on. And this is sort of the next piece. I just want to talk a little bit about what we can use this for. For example, imagine that you're in the third position of the major scale. From here you can play the lick and combine it with the tapping. But you could do the same with the 6th position, and also actually the 7th position. Of course, if you wanted to start on the G string, then you just go way up on the D string and do the hammer-ons from here. So that's a nice and easy way to make use of this in your own playing. The next thing that I do is I play a little triad again here, a D minor. So it's from 8 here, I hammer on to 12, and I roll my little finger down to 12 on the D string. So 8, 12 on the A, and 12 on the D. And then on the G string, I play one note here, 10th fret on the D string, and I hammer on to 12, 14, and pull off again, and hammer on again. And from here I go up and play a little bit of a sweep picking idea. So 13 on the B and 13 on the high. You remember to make use of the rolling technique to avoid this situation. When I'm up here on the high E string 13th fret, I hammer on to 15 and 17 and pull off again, and roll down again here to the B string 13th fret and down to the G string 14th. From here, when I'm on the 14th fret G string, I slide way down to the 10th fret, and from here I actually and I use my long finger for this, and then from here I roll up to the 10th fret B string, and into the high E string with my index finger, 8th fret. And from here do a few more hammer-ons. I hammer on to 10 with my long finger and 13 with my little finger and pull off again. And then I just play a regular old triad, F major triad. So I roll my long finger over 3 strings this time, on the B, D and D, 10th fret, and then I'm into the A string with my little finger, 12th fret, and end it here on the 8th fret, and you can slide down to the D. So this means that we're gonna play we ended in the relative major to the D minor. This you could do in a variety of ways. If you wanted to use this, of course, also it makes sense that the F, if you could just play that from any major scale, since we have the D, and whether we play the Ionian, the Lydian, or the Mixolydian. So here is the Ionian. You can see we have the D. If I play the Lydian, we also have the D, and if I play the Mixolydian, we also have the D. So that arpeggio could be started from either the 2nd position, because here starts the Mixolydian from the A string, or if we wanted to play it from the C major, we would get the F Lydian. Also works fine. And finally we could play it from the Mixolydian, the C Mixolydian, which would then be the F Ionian. If you're a naughty boy, you could also add some tapping. The 15th and the 17th fret, which I like to do a lot. Also this, instead of doing the tapping, you could also play this. Add this. That would be pretty awesome. So you can, as I did here, you can divide the lick into little parts, and you make use of it in your own playing. It's in a very, very effective way to use a large lick like this. So I'm Niels Vejlø, and I hope you enjoyed this lick, and that you will take heed to my idea of cutting the lick up into little pieces and make use of it in your own playing. In a few days I will send you yet another video with a really cool lick that I hope you will enjoy. So see you soon.